Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I'm freaking out, man.
You are freaking out, man.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
What's up, and welcome into Right Comboed. This is episode 4. As usual, we're brought to you by Mom Mitchell's Meatloaf, made to order since 1988. I am Trav, everyone's favorite uncle on the ones and twos, spinning tracks tonight, and we're fired up. And I am joined by this dastardly group of DJs here on the screen and on your audio platforms, if that's where you listen. The special delivery, Brian Mitchell, the resident expert package handler himself. How are you doing, buddy? I hear you were mentioning that you got a couple in ya and you're feeling good tonight. We fired up or what?
You betcha, bud. Yeah, good day today. Feeling good. Yeah, smoked 2 doobies and 2 whiskeys in now, so ready for the old podcast here.
You are in mid-season form right now, my friend. Mid-season form. Love to see it.
Some might say right combo, maybe.
Some might say he's on his way at least, folks. He's loading towards that. Yeah. The superintendent. Yeah. Clean lines and green pines. Carl Johnson, how are you doing tonight, brother?
Pretty good. Trying to catch up to Brian Mitchell, I guess. We'll get there.
Eh? Yeah, this is going to be a fun episode then, fellas. Where's the 40-pounder challenge when you need it? Hey, fellas.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah, good times. Good times. The Philly Blunt, Eric Mitchell. Milner, how's your night going, buddy? How's your day at work today?
It's going great.
You guys are all over it. Jeez, right?
Yeah, let's get crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. I actually am not tying one on, fellas. As you guys know, I do not drink. Yesterday was 7 years sober for me, February the 28th. Oh. We're recording on Wednesday the 1st. So yeah, that's a decent milestone. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And,
how do you do it?
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's it was a good choice for me and my family. It was the absolute right choice, and so I don't need any praise. Don't need any praise for making the right choice, man. So yeah. Hopefully, anybody else who is out there on a little sobriety journey or working towards that has success like I have, because it's been good. And yeah, it's been nice. I don't feel like awkward when I'm in social situations and you guys are having bevies. It's perfect. I like that I can be the DD and kind of be the mom of the group and make sure you guys get home when Brian thinks it's a Tuesday and it's actually a Friday.
That's right. Hey, we've been watching you for years, so it's your turn to look after us now.
I'm here for no shit. It's my turn. Absolutely. Happy to do her, fellas. And thanks to anybody tuning in tonight, of course. Appreciate all the listens that we're getting. We love it. We're getting some engagement on the socials. I will admit to any of our listeners, I am a bit of a crusty old man when it comes to social media. Not exactly sure how to navigate it, not good at following the trends, but I'm working on it. Would like to throw it out there. If anybody out there wants to manage our social media and work with the crew and keep her bumping, that offer is wide open. But yeah, thanks again for everyone tuning in. Make sure you follow us on the socials at Right Comboed. And the YouTube channel is The Meat and Potatoes, youtube.com at Right Comboed. Guys, our listeners will notice that we're one shy tonight. No Keeg Squeeze tonight. He's working, so he's out on a boat right now. Beautiful scenery though. He sent us some pics, so it's not. It could be worse, I guess, for old Keegs, and we miss him. But the show rolls on, fellas. The show rolls on, and what a show we have tonight. We've got lots of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to do a little rapid fire segment towards the end. We got a funny little question to finish off, but we're going to start by going back in time, fellas. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane, as Nas once said. Great track. Speaking of, we're actually going to finish off with a rhyme of the week as well. So I've got Spittin' Rhymes and Splittin' Spines lined up. But yeah, going back in time, guys, I got a few funny questions. We got some pretty good topics ready in the hopper for other shows, but I thought these kind of themed up a little bit nice. The first one I want to ask you guys is 3 famous people from your childhood or before, right? You always get these questions, you know, who would you want to go to dinner with? And I'm going to ask you guys the same thing. So 3 famous people from your childhood or before that you'd like to sit down for dinner with and why you think they'd be a good dinner guest. Let's go kitty corner to me on screen with Philip J. Milner.
Ooh.
Okay, number 1, I'm gonna go Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
Crikey.
Oh, crikey. Just his passion for life and wildlife. You know, I grew up with him, watching him on the Discovery Channel every day. Yeah, he was my hero. That's number 1.
I dig it.
Probably Robin Williams.
Great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just a good all-around, good-hearted fella.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. You know, he was in all my favorite movies growing up. Hook.
Yeah.
You know.
Good. So good.
And then let's go Michael Keaton's Batman.
That's good. Not much of a talker, though. Not much of a talker. That's good. So we got Michael Keaton's Batman. We got Steve Irwin. You know, you'd be checking out a bunch of animals in the natural habitat.
Oh, crikey.
And then who was the other one there? Who's the other one?
Robin
Williams, and you'd be laughing your ass off. That's a fun dinner, buddy. I like that. And you'd be protected because you have Batman there. I like that.
That's right.
That's very good. I wonder, like, I might post these and do like a poll or something and see if we can see who votes on like the best trio or whatever. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah.
Who are you having dinner with?
Okay,
I mean, your childhood is much earlier than ours too, so it's a different ball game from where you're sitting.
Just calm down. Oh, and by the way, I want to mention something. In regards to Ma's Meatloaf, dude, that shit's been kicking since '83, not '88. I've been eating it since '83. So why is it '88?
You think she's making
life didn't matter
to order for you?
Kyle, you stay on this.
Whose pictures are all over the fridge, Bri? Whose pictures are all over the fridge? Not yours.
Okay, we're getting personal here. We're getting personal. All right.
No, it was just a friendly little troll because I love you, buddy. And I'm glad you picked up on it, though, because I was kind of waiting. I threw that in there.
Episode 4.
Hey, it's better late than never. That's good. I love it.
Okay, well, this is a perfect segue into my hero, who happens to be my younger brother, Eric. I've just never seen someone be so loved by their parents before.
Oh my God.
And I would love to just have a sit down dinner with him and talk about that and just see like what that's like.
Yeah, he's pretty great. I'll tell you. Okay, so who's your actual 3, Bri? I'm sorry that we touched the nerve there. I'm sorry that we touched a little nerve.
It's okay. It's fine. No, for real. Okay, let's see here. 3 people that I'd want to have dinner with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hugh Hefner's got to be on there.
The half controversial, but I like it.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Maybe like Adam Sandler would be pretty awesome.
Oh man,
yeah, that's good.
Right out of my book. That was me.
My audio's lagging here, guys. I don't know if you're picking me up.
We got you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
We got you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm experiencing a bit of lag on this side, but yeah, Adam Sandler. I said, I don't know if you caught that or not.
Yeah, 100%. Who's number 3?
Number 3, let's go. Probably Dave Grohl. I think he's just like the most badass dude ever. He's fucking awesome. Love him.
Good choice. I like it. So Dave Grohl, Adam Sandler, and the half. Wow. I wonder. Okay, so Brian, caveat. Does
the half. Yeah.
Does the half have any guests with him, or is it just the half? If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got like a 1998 Pamela Anderson with him. And he's got yeah.
We should probably move on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's good enough.
China from WWE.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay, Eric, you're getting me a little hot and bothered here. I was a big wrestling fan when I was a kid, so now it's your turn to settle down there, buddy. No, that's a good little trio. Be an interesting conversation between those three and UB. I like that. That'd be fun. Pamela Anderson's also doing a book signing in Victoria sometime in the next month or so. I saw that on social media somewhere. So that's fact that doesn't matter of the night. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle, how about you? Who are you sitting down to have dinner with?
Okay, Adam Sandler was on there, but
Okay.
that's gone now. But easily replaceable with Jack Black for sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then just for the curveball, Hunter S. Thompson. Absolutely
be
going to be
interesting.
in there
That'd be
because
interesting for
I've seen the way he rolls and it just looks like a pretty good time. You can't really deny that. Oh shit! Who was the third? Oh, John Daly on the golf
you
course.
bastard!
Oh,
that was
yeah.
on my list. That was on my list, Johnny D.
Yeah,
That guy's a pimp.
Yeah.
he's still just living his best life. What a champion! Hitting holes in ones with Coors Light going all day long.
No,
he doesn't
shoes
drink
on the
Coors
course.
Yeah.
The sickest flow still. He's still got the sickest flow. I honestly don't even think you would need the other two guests. I think Big John would fill up a night just himself, probably.
But could you imagine all three on the course, though? That'd be a dream.
That'd be a good time. Coming soon to Morningstar Golf Club. Very good, Kyle. I like those choices. John Daly, I'm kind of devastated that you took him. He was one of the guys on my list. But I will pivot a little bit. First one for me, fellas, it's going to be Gord Downey. Gotta have the best front man of all time at that dinner table. I could talk to that guy about little nuances of Tragically Hip songs for like months on end, probably. So that would be awesome to have him there. Kyle, you really killed me. You threw me off taking Big John because I was hoping to have a good time with that fella. But
well, Brian took Adam Sandler from me. You know.
You know who else? Jim Carrey is going to be sitting at my table because that would be a hell of a time.
It'd be unreal.
That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny. Him and Gord could have some deep conversations. Shout out to both Canadians. Love it.
Okay.
Love it. And I'm kind of looking to sports here, guys, because Kyle, you pick the golfer. I got a comedian. I got a legendary artist. So when I'm looking at sports, this is really hard. I like sports a lot, guys. Michael Jordan would be okay, but I don't know. I think I would probably do the Wayner. Get Wayne Gretzky, finish the trio off with Canadians. He would have some legendary stories to talk about. And I guarantee you he knows both of the other guys, Jim Carrey, and he probably knew Gord Downey a little bit too. So that would be a fun little dynamic between those three guys, legends of their fields. So that would be my group. Jim Carrey, Gord Downey, and that other guy that I said that I can't.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. I've had a couple hoots tonight too, boys.
Good picks.
But,
Sober 10 years, but I'm stoned as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I need something.
You're right, single.
I'm right singled. Yeah. Very good, fellas. I'm going to post those and see what the people think. Maybe a little Instagram post or something like that and get some votes. See who gets the most likes on it or whatever. That'd be fun.
Can you do me a favor and just tag John Daly in it for me, please? That'd be great.
Should I just tag them all? Just be the ultimate sleaze bag? Like, hey, here's a random post that's meaningless. I'm gonna try and get your attention here. That's a really good tactic. I think we'll get noticed, Kyle.
I think so. We're on our way.
Yeah, we're on our way. Yeah. Okay, so guys, we are staying in the past, and we're gonna talk about eras, and I want to know what eras you guys would want to go back to. What you think would be a good time. So if you could choose, how should we define era? Are we talking decade? Because my brain just likes to think even numbers and think decades, but you could talk about I don't know, what are some eras that you guys think? What are you thinking?
I think it should just be whatever you want. Brian probably wants to go back to caveman time because he'd fit in pretty well there. You know,
I mean, I think decade's a good measure.
Decades is a pretty good measure. And if you want to branch off of that, whatever, man. And actually, guys, I'm going to start off this time because the whole sentiment of do whatever you want, man, it's kind of a good lead in into where I'm going. I'm going back to the 70s, guys. I just think, when we're looking at, the fact that we like to have a couple puffs here and there, boys, enjoy ourselves, chill out a little bit. I think of all the music that was coming out in the 70s. You got like your Zeppelins and your AC/DCs and Aerosmiths in full swing and all those bands that are coming out and like Woodstock kind of shit. Like that would be super fun. I think it would be really fun to go back and just be a hippie for a little while and live that peace and love movement and not have many cares, have super hairy armpits, smell like shit, but having a great time. Like I would like that. That would be really good. If I could give an honorable mention, I'd probably go back to like medieval times and like, Game of Thrones ish kind of stuff, because that seems pretty badass. Like if I was like a badass
Dragons
warrior or something. Yeah, dragons.
It would also really suck, though.
It would also really suck too. Like there would be a lot of sucky parts. And so if I went back, but I knew what I knew now, I probably wouldn't go back to that era. But if I went back and I knew no different while I was there, then that would probably be a little bit more okay, right? But
what's the average age there? Like you die when you're 30, I think.
Yeah, not even 40, probably.
Something like that.
Okay, yeah, you guys are really making a case for me not to. That's why it's an honorable mention. That's why it's an honorable mention.
You ever hear that women die at the ripe age of childbirth back then?
Yeah. I think the only reason I gravitate towards that is because I want to get me one of them shield maidens, if you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Those badass, I don't know if you guys have watched Vikings Valhalla, but the main character is a shield maiden in that. She's super, super badass too. Like she would kick your ass and put a spear through your heart, and that just kind of does it for me. Carl, where are you going?
Oh, well, the 70s was the obvious answer. That's like would be a great time to live. If we're not going way far back and we're trying to keep it realistic, honestly, I'd go right back to the 90s and do it again. Like it was a good time. We had technology, but we didn't have enough to film every single thing that you're doing when you're being an idiot. Didn't grow up with a cell phone in your hand or anything like that. It was a bit of a blast. If you're not going to take the 70s, because fuck the 80s. I've seen pictures of the 80s, and that's not really for me.
Seems kind of a good time too, though. Tell us, Brian.
Me.
Well, I was 30 in the 80s, and it was amazing.
Oh, I love you. No, that's a good choice, Carl. 90s was a good time. Like we were scooter ganging it in the 90s, and I can't imagine being an adult. 90s is low key really good for music too. Like I guess maybe not so low key, but like doesn't get put up there where it deserves, because there's some cool shit coming out in the 90s for sure for music. And then like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods is coming out. Like that's a cool era.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. And you took 70s, so I went with 90s there. There we go.
Nice. I dig it. Brian, package handler, what's cracking?
Well, I mean, okay, so definitely agree on the 90s. Pretty much just the best ever, not having, cell phones and all that, and riding your bike to the video store to like rent 3 movies, 3 days, $3 kind of stuff. Like
Sunset Video.
Yeah, the 90s were just amazing. It was awesome. Good music coming out, not a care in the world,
Yeah. Your parents not giving a shit where you're at night. You just roll home after, like, when it's dark or whatever. That was cool too.
I think we're getting glitchy here, boys.
I got you coming in crystal clear, buds.
Yeah, you're good.
That's an issue, not an ish me.
Never heard that.
my boss told me that one. It was really good. I'm not sure, B. I got you coming in all right, buddy.
Yeah, no, your guys' sound is like jumping all over the place for me, but it'll be good for like 2 minutes, and then it will just start jumping. So I didn't catch much of that last one. I'm sure you were all saying very nice things about me, but yeah, I don't know. 90s, and then obviously 70s for sure. Like just doing acid every day and going to music festivals. That's what I picture in the 70s too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be-
look at our parents; they turned out pretty good, and they lived through it. So.
No side effects other than YouTube.
Yeah.
Two big
Awesome.
mistakes. Yeah.
Probably two of my favorite mistakes on the planet, though, because I love you guys. So I'm happy mistakes were made, guys. I'm happy mistakes were made.
I love you too, buddy.
And Ernest, where are you going? Where are you going?
Well, all my top answers were already taken, so let's go maybe like Midwestern. I'll rub some banks or some shit. You know, like, yeah, some
Yeah,
Wild
man.
West.
Yeah, so you're a bad guy, not a good guy in those situations.
Well, maybe back
Like
then,
you're like
I'd be
Bohannon,
raised different.
railroad?
I'd be raised different.
No, that'd be fun too. If you're an outlaw, you can just take whatever the fuck you want. Like you're strapped all the time, and you just don't give.
Or
a
just
shit
be like
about
a moonshiner, out in the hills or something. Yeah.
getting lots of money, bootlegging liquor. I like that.
Yeah.
That'd be good too. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody went with like the 50s or whatever, like the mobsters and top hats and shit. That could be kind of fun too, if you are one of those mobsters. But if you're opposed to one of those monsters or mobsters, it might not be very fun. So, no, good choices, fellas. I think 70s and 90s take the cake, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Book it, right? Book it, fellas.
I was just gonna
maybe-
say, like one generation back, like our parents' generation, like they had it pretty good,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and they ruined it all for us.
What they could
Yeah,
buy their
they-
houses for. Yeah. Buying houses.
wish I
for,
was
like,
a boomer.
G's. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be dope. I like it, guys. I like it,
Yep.
guys. So, any listeners who have any input on any of those eras and things they would like to do, feel free to leave some comments. We'd love to get the comments on the YouTube channel bumping and the socials and stuff. So please feel free to interact with us because, we're all we got. So if we could add a couple friends to the mix out of this whole podcast deal, we could probably use them. Hey, fellas.
I think so.
Big time.
I mean, we already lost one tonight, so we got a space available.
Already out.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, and like this isn't necessarily like staying back in the past here, guys, but I think you maybe saw more of this back in the past, and so I thought it might be a fun thing for us to talk about. So what if we started a right comboed cult, or maybe like a right comboed commune of some sort, fellas? What would be some of, like, pretty loaded question, but what do you think some of like our values would be, or like would it be like a big compound where we farmed, or what would you guys envision? Who wants to take the floor first here? It doesn't matter.
I'll take the floor first.
Okay, Brian goes.
So yeah, going back to like Hugh Hefner being one of my heroes, I picture like our commune essentially being like a mansion of some sort, along the same lines as that trail that he blazed for us there. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Kyle, you're up.
Grotto downstairs.
Well, Brian, yours is pretty close to mine. I was just gonna say, number one, just rape and pillaging, and making sure that we're well fed and taken care of, and we win.
I like it. And I just want to say that by rape, Kyle doesn't mean that. He just means like take what you want and pillage.
Yes. Absolutely.
I like that, guys. Yeah. So
we can do that at the mansion too. That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Perfect place to take what we want, like goods and things.
I see it kind of like that too, right? Like we have a bunch of facilities in there, a bunch of cool shit. Like we have like, maybe like a 6-hole golf course on there. We have a bunch of sports facilities and shit like that. This is all going off the hypothetical reality that we would be rich out the ass. So I'm just
definitely a stock fishing pond and a tomato farm.
Yeah.
Love tomatoes.
Absolutely. So I could see us having like a bunch of core values. Like I would say like we're all like really good people, and we know right from wrong and how to treat people and all that stuff. So I think we could this is kind of like the office worker in me, like project planner kind of thing. But I think we could lay out like a bunch of core values and things we could teach people on how they do it. Obviously, we'd let them live in our sick compound, and I'd see it as like the 5 of us would be kind of like the leaders of it. And so we would be like the committee who runs the whole shit. And then the way we get some money is we offer all of the stuff that we teach people on how to be like good people and stuff like that. Maybe there's like an area for like sobriety type shit, like, you know, improving yourself or whatever.
That lost me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Kyle doesn't want to improve himself. Well,
I like my idea better.
Yeah.
Rape and pillage at Hugh Hefner's mansion. That'd be great.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Well, full
Yeah,
stop.
we just pimp out the bunnies, and then we get rich.
Oh, there he goes.
Boom.
There goes B.
Egon.
So yeah, so we're running a brothel is basically what Brian is saying. No, yeah,
Absolutely.
Something to be able to get people who are a part of our commune in as like patrons or whatever, who will pay to do it, and then they can like help keep up the facilities and stuff like that. And we we reap the benefits, all of us, because they all live there, right? And so we take care of them to an extent, but there's got to be something in it for us, right, fellas?
Yeah, definitely. I think we should also have like a jail, so we can have prisoners, and we can give those prisoners jobs, and they can do the stuff we don't
why
want
do
to
I
do.
feel like Kyle's the first one going in there?
Hey, if I'm one of the 5 bosses, I can't, right? I'm not allowed to go in there.
That's a good point. Yeah, that person has to go around and pick up all the dog shits from everyone's dogs. That's their job. with their bare hands. That's your punishment. That'd be a pretty fun cult. Erns, what are you adding to this mansion grotto raping and pillaging session? A jail and a bunch of really good core values. What are you adding to that?
Yeah, wow. Definitely the fishing pond. I'm gonna definitely nail that one in there. Driving range.
Yeah, like maybe we need an 18-hole full facility golf course. I know a guy who
we
maybe a Burger King.
We need a giant hot tub.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. And a swimming pool, of course. And
Totally.
Gotta be in that water.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Indoor and outdoor.
Yeah. Oh, sick. And we'd have a golf simulator too, so we could do some indoor golf too. And that's where you would catch me most of the time, is on one of the 2 golf apparatuses. That'd be pretty fun, boys. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, it's like a big commune of all of us to do the shit we want and have people come and have fun with us, which is that's kind of what we're trying to do with the podcast here, boys. Are we starting to call?
What just happened with that little switcheroo there? Is anyone going to talk about that?
There we go.
Haha, see you later, boys. There we go. Nice try, guys. Nice try.
Back to reality.
Back to reality. Yeah, you can't be Eric, Brian.
It was nice being there for about 4 seconds there. That was
As
nice.
much as you try. Oh, I love you, buddy. I love you. That was fun, guys. That was fun. Yeah, I think we could have a lot of fun out there. And that's funny that I kind of liken it back to the podcast, because I think it would be cool if we built a little community of people who liked watching our shit, listening to us be idiots, because that's pretty much what this show is all about. Look at that, Kyle. Wow. That is a keeper. Good job.
Oh,
wife.
no.
For any audio listeners, Kyle was just holding out his beer cozy, and Jules came over and put the beer in the cozy for him. So that's what I'm talking about. When that is lovely. That is
She's a keeper.
Good.
Yeah,
she is a keeper.
Yeah, she's absolutely a keeper. Very good. Very good. Awesome, guys. So yeah, like I said, we'd love to build a little community around this. So I want people to start interacting with the socials and stuff. Not like a real community where we're gonna rape and pillage just yet. Just an online social media community who likes our work. So please let us know. That'd be awesome. Okay, guys. So a couple more little things to get off the old docket here. We're gonna do a little rapid fire session. So I'm gonna omit myself. Well, I might omit myself from this. I might have some takes if you guys have any egregious ones. But I'm going to do a little rapid fire session going through all of you guys, and you just answer the question, okay? Favorite whatever.
Got it.
And I might rebut after that with like whose choice is stupid and whose choice is good. So
Okay.
and this we win absolutely nothing, guys. So this is completely arbitrary.
Trav, I gotta apologize. I don't have like another screen to read you the questions, so I don't know how we're gonna get your input on this.
No, that's okay. It's just favorite things here. So I'm just going to ask you what your favorite things are, and you just tell me what your favorite things are, and I'll rebut.
But we want to know what your favorite things are. You know.
Well, maybe since you guys are so caring and thoughtful about what I like.
No, I don't give a shit. I don't give
Okay.
a shit. It's
All right.
fine.
Okay.
Next.
Brian's getting booted. Okay, just one sec. Okay, so first one is favorite color. Favorite color, Kyle.
Forest green.
Forest green. I dig it. I like that. Eric.
Cobalt blue.
Ooh, I like that. And respect for you to do that because the colorblind guy throws out a specific color. Respect.
It's the only one I know.
It's actually
Then
orange.
gray.
Yeah, that's not cobalt blue, bud. Brian, what's your favorite color?
Going royal blue.
Royal blue. I like that
Yeah.
too.
That's the same color as my pillows.
Awesome. My favorite color is green, and I would probably lean towards like midnight green, like the Eagles. You know what I mean? But I'm a big fan of green. So the forest green was a good one, Kyle. My second choice is black, like my heart. That would be my honorable mention for a color. Favorite food. So I'm talking dinner entree here.
Ooh.
Dinner entree. Eric.
Sushi, 100%.
Wow. Brian.
Pizza, 100%.
Oh,
Very good. I had some za tonight.
Pizza, 100%.
He's just hearing us now.
Yeah, no, it's lagging over here, boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
lagging.
buddy. We're gonna work.
It's okay,
through it,
you're catching up. You're catching up.
though. Kyle, what's your favorite dinner entree?
Man, it's pizza too. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, I can
get
eat it
tired of pizza.
every day. Every day.
I actually
That's
have
true.
evidence. Right, I got pizza right here actually. You know what? I've had a lot of pizza and I get kind of tired of it. And I think what it boils down to is that obviously with a big family, we have a lot of we do a lot of Costco shops, and so we get the big box of like 4 pizzas or whatever, and we're having that same pizza on repeat, and so that just kind of soured me. We got Panago tonight, which was a nice little refreshing treat.
Little sidetrack here. I am a new Costco member. Joined the club.
Well,
Just wanna let you
congratulations.
guys know.
Wow,
Thank
you
you.
and Jules really took the next step in your relationship. Is it a joint account?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the executive.
Same
You
with us,
gotta-
buddy.
We're execs too, yeah.
My Costco experience has been pretty fantastic. I see what the hype's about, especially for produce. Yeah. Anyways,
And the
We'll
Nanaimo Costco is so much better than Victoria.
Is it?
oh, nice.
Oh,
We don't have
so
gas,
much
though.
better.
We don't
That's
have
true.
gas.
It's true, yeah.
That sucks. That's the big draw.
And know what's sick is the $1.50 hot dog and drink.
It's the best.
Come
you know what
on.
they call those? You know what the
Come
kids
on.
call hot dog? You know what the kids call hot dogs nowadays, guys? I have no
Glizzy.
fun. Yeah, glizzies. Yeah, so
What?
it's called a glizzy. I have no fucking clue where it came from, but it's
Glizzy.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Okay, this is my first time ever like actually feeling old. I had never heard that before. Hey babe, did you know young kids are calling hot dogs
Yeah.
glizzies? She doesn't even know.
It's the weirdest thing, but I think it's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, those $1.50 Costco glizzies is money.
Yeah, man. Big fan of the Costco.
Yeah, Costco is great. We just went on Sunday, and so don't go on Sunday afternoon, Kyle. Is all I'm going to tell you. Don't go on Sunday.
Don't
afternoon
go-
with 4 kids, Kyle. Let me tell you.
Oh, I would not do that, obviously. That'll probably never happen in my lifetime. But but don't go after a holiday because they close on holidays apparently. Shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's okay, man. You'll get into your Costco routine where that's a standard that those days off are just up here and you don't even worry about them anymore. So dude, you are taking so many new journeys lately. I'm so proud of you. The air fryer, now Costco. Like, fuck.
Yep.
Try new things, people. Try new things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. Okay, boys, that was a good little tangent. I almost went down a bunch of Costco rabbit holes there for a second, but I'll keep us on track. Like, they have so much good shit.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, I talked a little about pizza. One of my I couldn't think of favorite because that's a really hard one, but I really like a deadly fettuccine Alfredo with either like chicken or shrimp and a good garlic bread or something, like Spaghetti Factory. Like, get me to the Spaghetti Factory and get one of that's primo for me. Just hearty, it fills you up. It's like warm and fuzzy. Yeah, that's my jam.
Love
white sauce on pasta. White sauce on pasta.
It's primo.
Much better than red sauce. Sorry, that's my stand.
You know what you got to do though? Mix both, and it's like, I think it's called like rosé, also really good. Or if you want to lighten up your red sauce because it's too red saucy, throw a little cream cheese in there and let that melt up. That's really good. Really good.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Creams it up nice. Yeah.
That's just gourmet.
100%. We'll make sure that goes in the right combo cookbook.
one jug Prego, one brick cream cheese.
Regular or herb and garlic, your preference. Yeah.
6 Luckies.
Yeah, 6 Luckies. Then it won't matter actually after you have 6 Luckies. Okay, so we're gonna move along. Brian, what are your favorite chips?
Okay, number one is clearly dill pickle.
What brand?
Yeah, got to be dill pickle, and then, ooh, you got me there. Probably. Oh shit. You know what?
One.
Just straight up old pickle, dill pickle. It's so good, man. But then like Miss Vicky's sea salt malt vinegar. That's number 2.
Very good.
Doritos nacho, just good old Doritos nacho. Can't beat those.
I like it. Good choice. Very wide coverage as far as flavors. So I like that. Eric, where are you layering in there?
Okay, let's go Kettle brand salt and vinegar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's specifically Kettle brand.
Yeah, those are good.
And then Miss Vicky's. I'm digging the Miss Vicky's sweet and spicy ketchup right now.
Ooh,
is it good?
That's a staple. It's good.
Those are delicious.
Okay, that's going on.
And then not a chip, but Hawkins cheesies.
Huh.
Yeah, that's
Brian's got something to say.
Okay.
That's my favorite chip. Hawkins cheesies is my favorite chip, just so everyone knows.
Okay. I like it, 100%. Carl Johnson, are you in the same realm, or are you deviating?
Well, everyone's choosing multiple, so that makes life pretty easy.
It's just a 3.
Sweet chili heat, number 1. Love it. And then after that, those popcorners. You guys been fucking with those?
Oh, those are fucking good.
The kettle chip one. You can dump me a whole Costco bag in like.
I was gonna say, you get them from Costco too, and they're this fucking big. Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're on the ground, and I can't touch the top of them. Like, I gotta ask for help. And yeah, those things are deadly. They're not quite salty enough, so you always got to go for more. And yeah, they got my number.
You do get that one extra salty one, then it's like, well, bam. Oh,
yeah, and sometimes best. Like some are thicker too. Some are pretty thin, and then you get the odd one that's like double thick. Sick. And are we doing 3? Was that the theme? Is it 3?
I guess so, since that's what we're rolling with. Yeah, do it. Shit. Probably just plain Ripple with a good dip. Some French onion dip, but made with like French onion soup mix and sour cream.
Like make
Like
your own.
Ruffles or Wavy Lay?
Yeah, no Ruffles.
Ruffles, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ruffles
Okay.
over Ripple for sure. But as a
Yeah.
rule, I think I like Old Dutch over Ruffles as a brand. But that's pretty close because Ruffles, that's a fucking hard choice, actually.
Ruffles is deadly.
Ruffles
Yeah,
is
they're-
deadly. Old Dutch is classic.
Does anyone else get the top of their mouth like cut with them if you eat too much?
Every time.
I
Yeah.
eat them
Yes.
until that happens.
Every
yeah.
time.
Until it's bleeding, and then I
Yeah.
stop.
That's the hard thing about chips is I cannot stop. If I got a bag, and especially when those bags are like not even half full nowadays and they charge you like $6 a bag, it's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. You know?
Yeah.
But I digress. And yeah, I like that's the problem with chips is I will eat them until my mouth hurts, and so it's pretty rough. But I do it, so it must not be that bad. So, see, boys, I am pretty loyal to Old Dutch. It's like just a classic from when we were kids and stuff like that. And there is like I'm intrigued in that Miss Vicky's ketchup, Eric, but to me, there is no other ketchup chip than the Old Dutch ketchup chip. And
The best. Those are the best ketchup.
nobody can
So
tell
much
me
flavor.
different. When you get a little beet red one of those motherfuckers, there's not a better chip on the entire planet. And they're so good.
Hurt your mouth good.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It hurts so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. That's my number.
You got to
one
try
chip
them,
and will
Trav.
always be.
You got to try them.
I'm gonna because I like Miss Vicky's. That's one of my favorite chip brands too because they have the best texture of all chips, I would say. And those ketchup ones sound intriguing. I've thought about it a couple times, but you guys know I'm not the biggest spicy guy, so it takes me a little.
They're
bit to
not
get
very
into them.
spicy, but I will tell
I'm
you one
getting more
thing.
there.
They'll blow it clean off, buddy.
Are you saying?
Yeah.
Are you saying these chips are gonna blow my dick clean off, Eric?
You know it.
Okay. I'm gonna get these chips in the next couple of days, and I'm gonna see if they stack up with that red-haired freckled bitch, man. I'm gonna see if they stack up. So, and I think maybe I'll put a little video up on the gram or something like that of my reaction to the spicy ketchup chips because I'm intrigued by them for sure. So that's good. Okay, so I gotta keep her moving here because we decided we're doing 3 for this one. Doritos Cool Ranch, always a nice little. It's almost like a calm down, like it's almost a subtle flavor, but it's also like a kind of bold flavor at the same time, if that makes sense. Like you get like when you get one that's a little bit subtle, it's nice, but you get that strong ranch aftertaste. I dig those. Also good to make nachos with. Cool Ranch is really good to make some nachos with. So I really
Not gonna lie, least favorite chip.
Wow, like
Yeah.
overall, not just
Really?
Dorito. Least favorite.
Wouldn't
chip.
even
Not
eat
Not
them
even in a
if
fire.
I
I
was
wouldn't even save it in a fire.
if I was in a fire and the extinguisher was behind a wall of those chips and I couldn't punch it, all I could do is eat my way through. I'd probably toast my own skin and eat those chips over those junky, fart-smelling chips.
Wow, that was graphic. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
I digress.
I won't tell them you said that. Kyle. I won't tell them you said that. But I think all the Doritos are kind of like on par. Like nacho cheese is good. Zesty Mordant is also really good. So I like
Zesty Morton. Oh yeah, dressed all over.
dressed all over and Zesty Mordant. Yeah. But I think after that, I've got to go back to Miss Vicky's and I got to go with the sweet chili and sour cream. Those are a staple.
Classic.
They got a little bit of a kick to them as well, and they're always really good. The blue bag of Miss Vicky's, but honestly, chips are just fucking good, guys. Like I'll eat most chips if it's me.
What do you guys think about Ariba chips? Where do you stand?
I like them. I like
They're
them a lot.
decent, yeah. When they're pretty cheap compared to the Doritos too. So as an alternative, I don't mind the Ariba chips. I think that their bag might be a little more full too, which I respect them for, and good flavor too.
Yeah, they're definitely like more volume in the bag, but I just can't get behind them. I like them, but then once I eat, obviously 3/4 of a bag, I'm like, these things they suck. It's the
They're
worst
not
chips
as good as
ever.
Doritos. They're just not as good.
Yeah, I can hammer a whole bag of Doritos, right? And I'm not finishing that bag. Maybe because it's more, I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some Aribas and get refamiliarized with the flavor too, because if I recall, like you can tell they're almost like a Walmart version of Doritos, but I think for a Walmart version, they did a pretty decent job, if that makes sense.
Totally. That's
You
like
know?
Compliments brand at Thrifties. It's a
Yeah.
house brand, but man, Compliments slaps. Everything they make is so good.
I would put Compliments a step above the Walmart version of stuff for sure. I think Compliments,
For sure.
like prime stuff, that's a staple too. Yeah, Thrifties is just the shit. That's another topic, is a little bit of grocery store talking, because I could probably give some takes on some grocery store shit, because there's some shitty ones.
Yeah, and you're someone who needs to like really pay attention to your purchasing, I'm sure, because you got a lot of mouths to feed. Where it's us, and we got 2 mouths to feed. It's pretty easy just to like go and grab groceries and not think about it. But when you multiply that, that adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, and not even just from a price perspective, from a quality of product perspective too, right? Because like we do our Costco shop, we'll do a Walmart shop, but like probably once or twice a week after the kids go to bed, I'll rip up to like Save On or something, or Thrifties. Both of those are good, by the way. Both of those are good grocery stores. Save On and Thrifties, I like them both. But and I'll have to go and do a little grocery shop, and those two always have good shit, like good produce and stuff, even when it's like 9 o'clock at night. But there's some you go to and it's just trash, and it just ruins my whole day, because I'm trying to get shit for lunch. And now I can't get fucking lunch shit. And so I have to pivot to something else for lunch, and my kids are fucking picky already. And it's just a whole thing. So I told you guys, like, don't get me started on groceries.
You want to tell us how you really feel, Trav?
Yeah, I do, but it might not be appropriate to post on YouTube, to be completely honest. Like, it gets me fired up. Okay, chocolate bar. Favorite chocolate bar. Mine is O Hank. O Henry. 100% O Hank is my favorite. Shout out to Reese's Pieces, and also Crispy Crunch. I like Crispy Crunch, but I always find that I feel like I want more because it's thin. You know what I mean? I wish it was like double thick or 2 stacked on each other in the package. But those are my choices for chocolate bars. Brian, chocolate bars for you.
Yeah. Oh, Henry, number 1, 100%. Number 2, Eat More, Like Me and Eat More bar.
Ooh.
And just for straight good chocolate factor is a Zero bar. Have you guys ever had those?
I have not.
No.
Oh, it's like just melt in your mouth chocolate. They're fucking delicious, man. It's called a Zero bar. Snag one next time you're at the old candy shop there. They're fucking delicious.
Okay, Zero bars and spicy ketchup Miss Vicky's on my list.
Yeah, buddy.
Ernest, what are your chocolate bars? You have a sophisticated palate, so I'm curious to hear yours.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you on the old Hank there. O Henry is just solid, filling chocolate bar, delicious. Then I'm gonna go Coffee Crisp. A lot of people don't like Coffee Crisp, but I love them.
Love it.
And then just for something simple, I like a good Twix bar.
A good Twix bar, yeah, I like
that. Yeah.
2 in 1, so it kind of feels like you're getting a little bit of a bargain there. I like that.
I always get the king size, get the 4 bars.
Nice.
Yeah, you got it. They go too quick, man.
Yeah, totally. That's good. Those are good choices too. Fuck. Carl, where are you at with chocolate bars?
Okay, I'm gonna go backwards from my least favorite to my favorite. But like,
don't tell me you hate O Henry. Don't tell me you hate O Henry, pal.
No. I'm starting with my top 3, but going backwards because I have some serious beef with my favorite one. My last one, like my third favorite, is a Score bar. Other than it gets stuck in my teeth, but they're delicious. Big fan of those. After that, I'm with Eric on the Twix. Like, they're fantastic. Good bar. But number
Simple,
1,
delicious.
my all-time favorite, Reese's Pieces. But this is the one product that I've really noticed shrinkification in. You know, where they just make their product smaller but charge you the same, if not more. Like those, I don't know if you guys had a Reese's recently, but they're tiny. You know, it used to be a 2-biter. Yeah, it used to be a 2-biter. Now, not at all. And that really upsets me. My Reese intake is just going down.
I don't remember it ever being a 2-biter. Like I don't know. I want to see it now to see if I notice it being smaller, because I don't think I have noticed that. But that being said, we buy the fat bags of minis all the time for when we do Friday movie nights. So I'm more used to the minis than I am the actual.
Did you grow, Kyle?
Is that what happened? No, definitely not. No, not since grade 6, man. No. This is how I know it's true.
Yeah,
Our-
Kyle is our measurement scale because he's been stagnant for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I wonder what a
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Big
cute.
looks like in his hand.
A what?
I wonder what a Mr. Big looks like in Kyle's hand.
Probably like a Mr. Huge. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
anyways, thanks guys. There's my
Sorry,
three.
Kyle.
Moving on.
Love you, dog. Love you, dog.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to start making fun of me and Eric for something, or else we're gonna start feeling bad over here.
Yeah, you guys are so
Oh,
cool.
don't get me started on you.
Good talk, boys. Consensus is O. Henry is the best. There's nothing better than a big fat O. Hank. And yeah, Sabrina Sabrina didn't used to like O. Henry, but I kind of brought her over to the dark side. She's O. Hankin now. What's up, Broads? Hi, Brody. Kyle's dog on screen right now, looking handsome as ever. Kyle, you posted a killer video of Brody playing in the snow on Instagram, by the way. That video of Brody playing in the snow, just digging his face in there, prancing. That was awesome. So that was
we went out after work and there's still like 1.5 feet of snow on all the untouched fairways, and he digs it. You just sit still and he just loses his mind. Snow's good for a dog, apparently.
That's awesome. That's very good. Okay, boys, I'm going to wrap this up with our last favorite. We're going to talk favorite season. Right now, we are just on the tail end of winter here in Victoria, British Columbia. We had a little bit of snow, as I mentioned there, with the Broadster. What's your favorite season, guys? I think it's easy to say summer. We've also talked about how Brian really kicks it into high gear in the summer with his flip-flops and shorts and fishing and shit like that. So, Brian, can we confirm that summer is your favorite season?
Yeah, absolutely. Flip-flops are going on first day of spring, and they're not coming off until the first day of winter. So yeah, summer 100% is just the best. Yeah, all the fishing, all the swimming, all
right.
Nope. Okay. Cut off.
Yeah, but anyway, moral of Brian's story is that summer is his jam, and B-Ride's got lots of fun stuff going on in the summer, big camper and stuff like that. So good times. Kyle, would you say the same? Yeah, Brian, I capped you off there. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I lost everyone. How am I coming in now?
Yeah, you're doing all right.
You're pretty good.
You're good. We definitely get the gist. We painted a real nice picture of summer, Bri.
I'm sure you did. Yeah, no, summer 100%, man. Yeah, swimming, camping, fishing, all the fun stuff for sure.
Giddy up. Yeah. Carl?
Yeah, pretty close to the same, but I'm not like Brian where 30 degrees is okay. I work outside a lot, and I mean, I guess he does too, but I don't function in high heat. I'd rather just hide in the shade. And so like high summer really sucks, but on either end of that, that's pretty good. If I'm swinging at a golf club and I'm able to swim, that's good. That's good in my books. Good enough. And I'm on Vancouver Island, so there's really no terrible off season. Right now is the worst time it's been, and it's probably going to last a week and a half out of 12 months. So can't complain too much.
Yeah, man. Very, very lucky to be where we are. That's for sure. And yeah, I'm with you. I melt in the heat. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Ernest, what's your favorite season, buddy?
I'm gonna say probably the tail end of summer when leaves start changing colors and you're just like, yes, you get that bit of reprieve from the heat, and it's just like, yeah, you kind of like you're ready for winter, but even though winter sucks, you're just like, I'm ready for it because summer's just been so damn hot, and like also exhausting, right? There's always so much going on in the summer, and you're kind of ready to just wrap it up and hibernate,
Yeah, I feel.
I agree with you so hard there. So hard. Eric just nailed it. That's
Totally. Nailed it. You really ripped her open and nailed her shut on that one. I'm a little bit different, boys, and it's kind of evolved for me a little bit over the years as I've become like a dad and stuff like that. But I think I probably would have, before I had kids, I might have said winter, guys, because like as I got into adulthood, I kind of like to hang on to that playing in the snow kind of shit. And there was a few times where it was snow back in the day and we would go out and fuck around in the snow. That was good times. Big fan of wrecking people with snowballs. So yeah, I used to like, winter was really up there, but we've been having consistent winter, like good. And that's before Victoria started having consistent snow every single year. Right. So now I get enough of that. It's not my favorite. Also been back to Winnipeg to visit the wife's family a few times in the winter, and that made me not want any of it because it's crazy out there. So I think for me, it's like mid to late spring probably is what I'm looking at, because the days start to get longer. You can start doing stuff after work with the kids and the family or whatever, or, you know, just the fact that it's light out, it just makes it a little bit easier to, I could go do something, or, you know, Sabrina could go do something that she wants and I could take the kids out in the back and they could just play or whatever. So for me, it's kind of late spring, because I do like those little bit longer days as they happen, but not too hot. So that's probably where I'm at, fellas. I know that's probably kind of a boring answer because you're not really turning it into high gear in late spring yet, but that's where I'm at. I don't really turn it into high gear at all anymore, to be honest with you guys. I'm probably like idling at a steady, like, you know, I'm sitting in like high RPM second gear over here, and that's just
I'm just in reverse all the time.
Travis, your whole life is probably high gear. You probably accomplish more in one day than the three of us do yet in our lives.
I don't know. It's like it's busy.
How many lunches did you make today?
Last night I made 6 lunches.
Hey guys, when's the last time you made yourself a lunch?
Today. I make a lunch every day.
You're hilarious.
Okay, so Eric catches up in 6 days for your one day.
Yeah.
Brian's still not there yet.
That's just where I'm at, though, buddy. That's just normal now. And you know, you guys know, I'm like a very routine driven person. I gotta like settle into that shit, right? And so that's just a part of my routine. Like after the podcast tonight, I'm going to go give the kids a little bit of love if they're still awake, or if they're not, I'll give them a little smooch and bounce, and then going to go downstairs, get the kitchen primed for making lunches. And it's only one day a week that I make 6, because I only work in the office one day a week. So I had to make one for myself last night. So you caught me on the right day to pump my numbers a little bit, Kyle, add my stats a bit. But usually I make 5, just because I'm already making lunches for the kids, which is 4, and Sabrina's got to go into the office, and she can usually only kind of like munch on stuff. She doesn't really do a full meal when she's at work. She kind of munches as she goes a little bit. So I'll just, you know, as I'm cutting up fruit for the kids, I'll toss them in a tups for her. You know, cheese and crackers type shit, and I'll just put it together for the wife so she has something to eat. It's not like, you know, she'd make it for herself if I didn't do it, but I'm already there, so I might as well. So yeah, that's the way she goes.
Yeah, that's high gear, buddy. Right. That's high gear.
I guess so. I don't know. I guess that's high gear. But that's just the way she goes, fellas. That's my normal. Yeah, good show, guys. So the people got a little bit of a glimpse into our favorites. Anybody wants to take us out for dinner, they know what our favorite food is.
John Daly, what up? Let's go.
Yeah. John Daly and Kyle are best friends now. And yeah, if anyone wants to send us some chips or chocolate bars, kind of weird to ask strangers on the internet to do that, though, so I'm not sure. Recommendations for good chips would be good, and I will definitely try out those ketchup chips. And it's called the Zero Bar, Bri. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Zero Bar. Give it a go.
Bar. Yeah.
Awesome. I love you for powering through, Brian, because I
know like the time I have left for this podcast. I gotta go. Wrap it
up. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. You know what? We had one more question left, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next epi, because we are right about at the hour mark, and it's nice to keep it around there so it's consumable for the consumer. Yeah. And Bri, I appreciate you battling through that, because I know on your end that stuff is probably real frustrating to deal with those technology issues. So thanks for battling. I'm not cutting shit because I don't give a fuck, and people are seeing a glimpse into
Nice.
what we do. So if they get to see behind that
Perfect.
quote unquote fourth wall, then they can see it. Fun times, boys. You guys have a good show tonight? You have fun or what?
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Now I got to try a
Always
zero
good, man.
bar.
Yeah,
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 give me a go.
totally. Yeah, Kyle, if you try that, can you just like, I know that it isn't your bag, but can you please give me like a 30-second video of you taking your first bite as to what it tastes like so I can post it too?
No, we'll do it on the next cast. Everyone has to bring a zero bar and something else that no one's tried.
Those chips. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys have
yeah.
tried the chips. I'll do the chips on my own. We're bringing zero bars next week. Book it, boys.
Do it.
Same
Nice,
bat
nice.
time, same bat channel. Cool, fellas. Yeah, I thought we had a fun episode tonight. We really miss Keeg. Really appreciate. Actually, you know what, guys? I got one more thing to do, Brian. I know you got to go, but we got to get Spittin' Rhymes and Splittin' Spines in real quick. And this one is from one of our favorite rappers, Kyle. I know you some of this guy. And it's not like an introspective, super deep meaning rhyme this week. It's more of like a wordsmithery and sweet lyricism kind of deal. So that's where I was going for this. It's from a gentleman named Big L.
Oh,
And the song is MVP. It's the third verse of MVP, and he just slays this whole song. So I could really use segments of this entire fucking song for this, but I'm not going to. It's in the third verse, and he comes in and he's just hard as fuck. If anybody who hasn't heard Big L, it's some of the most gangster shit you can ever listen to, and I highly recommend it. And he comes in and he's just hard as fuck, and he goes, I run up like Machine Gun Kelly with a black skelly, put one in your belly, leave you smelly, and take your pelly. Like, how incredible is that, right? Like, he's just like, I don't know about the Machine Gun Kelly thing, because I feel like Big L was before Machine Gun Kelly was actually a thing. So I wonder if that
MGK based his name off a guy, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, so I got to look into what that's from, because I didn't know that. So I was wondering if MGK might have used the Big L lyric to be.
No, it's not the lyric. MGK is an actual guy.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay. Probably should have known that. But anyway, yeah, with a black skelly, he's got his freaking balaclava mask on, puts one in the guy's belly, leaves him smelly. And shout out to the brand Pelly. Brian, I know you remember Pelly. I absolutely remember Pelly. That was a killer like 80s brand. It's like, it was almost like a Diadora type thing, I'm pretty sure, boys. My sister had some Pellies.
Heard of that? I've never heard of it.
Pelly. Oh, it's like it's like it's like tracksuits and shit, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, like Fila, Fila or Diadora or whatever, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, like you.
I think he does a music video. Big L does a music video for MVP, and he's wearing Pelly. You'll see it.
Yeah, 100%. So go check that out. MVP by Big L. Not only should you listen to that song, but as a rule, if you like hip hop, you should absolutely listen to Big L, because he's one of the best lyricists and wordsmiths that you've ever heard. It's really hardcore shit. Like there was a few of his rhymes that I thought about that I was like, I'm probably not going to say that on the podcast because it's pretty intense. So I can't say that we endorse all the activities that he's spitting rhymes about. But Big L is a very deserving addition to Spittin' Rhymes and Splittin' Spines. And I just thought that rhyme was pretty dope, fellas. I was listening, and basically these all come from me bumping tunes on the way to on the way back from dropping my kids off. So that's where these are coming from. Welcome any of you guys to bring one. That would be totally cool. All I ask is that it's not country. And Keegan, if you're listening, my friend, I love your music taste, but unfortunately, techno doesn't really have any lyrics. So I'd prefer if you didn't bring a song with no lyrics for this segment, because that's kind of the whole point of the segment here. But anything else is welcome. And I'm not a huge country fan. I know that probably if it is country.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I gotta roll. You guys finish it off. I gotta go.
I will wrap us up here. Sorry, I'm a bit of a rambler.
Night, broski.
Peace, brother.
Good night, guys. Love you.
See you, bud.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, boys. So I was just going to wrap her up here anyway. Thanks to you guys for taking the time. Thanks to your wifeys for giving you to us for the evening. I appreciate that. And thanks to all of our listeners at Right Combo on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like I said, trying to get more consistent on the gram. any cool ideas or fun shit we should do, fire away, hit the DMs. If you want to manage our social media operation and be part of something great, which means that you just do it alongside us for free for now because we're not making any money off of this, that would be cool.
Or if you want to pay us to be doing this, awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah, we're like super fun guys and shit.
Mom, if you're listening, you can just e-transfer me. It's no big deal.
That's great, Kyle, because we didn't get a Jujube shout out on this pod, and that was it. So you met the
I was gonna do it for the 70s. I was gonna say Jube can, if she could comment, if she knew how, she could comment what the 70s were like, and she'd tell you. She's told me about it. But yeah, shout out Jube. There it is.
We have that's a thing now. We have to sneak in that shout out on every episode somewhere, and so I might get a little creative with some of those, and you guys feel free to as well. But yeah, thanks boys again, and until next week, to any of our listeners, I am Trav, for Kyle and Eric and Brian, who just had to leave, and for Keegan, who made it. We will see you next week. Peace.
Hey Ma, can we get some meatloaf? Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! House is a fucking prison! A planet of bullshit! A galaxy of this sucks camel dicks! Hey, guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.